Yeah.
I don't want to watch a dude get his eaten. That ruins it for me. It ruins the whole experience.
He sees that,
feel?
he's like, oh!
Oh, I'm j***ing here.
I'm j***ing off.
Trying to bust a
just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. No.
But I can't be f***ing happy!
Yeah, I'm not much on
on
watching dudes get their beat either.
No.
I'm gonna get real with you real quick.
Wish you fucking wouldn't, dude.
I plan on being radical on this show tonight.
I am feeling pretty fucking radical, dude. I'm feeling like popping off at the top and letting all these MFers know I've got opinions. They're loud. They're not well informed. And it's about to be everybody's problem. You know?
Yeah, and here we go, dude.
Yeah.
Let's start the show.
That's how I imagine most people go about their day. Well, news says bad stuff happened. That's all I need to know. I'm fucking mad at the wrong people.
Yep.
You hear that snare drum rattling when you get a good bassy? Ho!
Oh!
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 You really hear it on those Italian noises. hit another one. Oh!
I can't. Oh!
Hey! Whoa!
I heard it. Then I couldn't hear it because you were still whoaing.
Well, my bad. Whoa!
There's days when I do this show that I wish I felt like this every time I did it. Does that make sense? Like I feel like
you feel on.
You know when I'm turned on, it's gonna be a good show.
I know when you're turned
and
on,
I'm
baby.
turned on tonight. It's gonna be a good show. I'm excited, man.
I feel like I should change shirt. I feel like this white shirt is really like glowing in there.
Nah, I think it's you, dude.
It'll come out in post. It's just a thing I say sometimes. I don't know what I mean.
And that's cool that you act like that.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. You were telling me that hilarious joke about a Chinaman.
Whoa!
Hey!
Oh!
Whoa!
That was
all right.
that was literally you.
Let's poll the people. All right. If you were in a foreign land, let's say you were in Tahiti, all right, and you came upon some villagers and they were like, "Oh, American man," would you be offended? Here's the problem with Chinamen.
Let's stop here, dude. I know what you're doing, and we're not. You sound like Randall from Clerks 2. Right? We're not bringing it back.
That's so weird that you said that. You know what I watched last night?
What?
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Is that why you're acting like
It's
this?
free on YouTube. Am I acting fucked up?
Well, you let off with. You're pretty wild.
I started too hot.
That's reckless, dude.
We were
You gotta
a
work
little heavy.
You gotta work into that. We've been a little heavy all night. Yeah, we've been a little heavy all night. You gotta work.
So we gotta reel it in and then cast it back out. Catch something bigger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Yeah. No. Obviously, I don't think that people should say Chinaman. Especially
the old bait and switch.
Well, most people when they say it, they're just
know.
refer like they don't even know if they're from China. You know what I mean? The people who use, but it's funny in the same way that saying like malarkey is funny. It's like an old silly kind of phrase, but it's also insanely racist. So you gotta be careful with it. I don't think people should say.
I'm enjoying this, dude.
let me see if I can save this, dude.
Yeah,
let me see if I can save this.
Let's see how far this goes. Dude.
You know how in like old
this
movies,
coffee's making me sweat, or it's you. I ain't decided. Yet.
Old movies and jokes, people would say it, like old racist jokes, like oh, you know what, and an Arab and a Chinaman walk into a bar.
Oh man, I hope this is like the first episode people listen to.
No, listen, let's reel it back. Honestly, dude, have you listened to podcasts? This isn't even offensive. Chinaman. People do the whole Chinese joke accent, and they do all kind. They say terrible things about the Chinese people. I'm a fan of China. I'm a fan of. Here's the thing: you need good quality stuff, but you also need mass-produced cheap garbage. Apparently, can't have one without the other. Love and marriage, dude. I'm lit from
and
drugs.
I wasn't gonna bring up that you used to listen to Blood on the Dance Floor, but I think it's making a lot more sense.
I'm referring to the hit sitcom Married with Children, starring Katie Sagal and what's his fucking name?
Katie Siegel and Al
Come on.
Bundy.
Yeah, the guy that plays Al Bundy.
Oh, the shoe salesman.
Yeah, his name's something. He's got a real life name.
Yes, I know, man. He's
in
a
Modern
Brazilian
Family.
jiu-jitsu practitioner.
He was in 2 shows. He was also in, what else was he in? Was he in like Fear and Loathing or something like that? Or
I'm trying to think. Hold on.
it wasn't fucking Big
What
Lebowski.
the fuck's his name, dude?
Fucking, can you pull that up for
Danny,
me, Frank?
pull that up, dude.
I'll just fucking Google it. He's over there high off his fucking ass on ketamine.
So,
Who are we looking up? I'm high right now. Who are we looking up?
the dude from Married with Children.
Oh, yeah.
Just type in the cast.
I could just type Al Bundy. Why is he the 4th person? They list Katie Seagal first. Fine.
Katie Siegel's
Fine.
high, dude.
And then they list David Faustino. Fucking Bud Bundy. You know what I mean? And then Christina Applegate. If anything, if you're gonna do it that way, you list Peg, and then Kelly, and then Al, and then Bud.
What's his fucking name, dude?
Ed O'Neill.
God damn, man.
Ed O'Neill.
Give me a panic attack, dude.
Sorry, everybody. I know you. But the listeners out there are like, it's goddamn Ed O'Neill. He's a fucking dude, blah, 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 saying all the words and shit.
Yeah.
I'm too gripped off my nips tonight. I did have like a short band practice, not the full band.
And that's cool you're still hanging out with the high school band like that.
They're not in fucking high school. What's the weird movie that he was in? I'm trying to find it. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Wayne's World. He's the fucking...
yeah, he was in Wayne's World. Watched that movie in years, man.
Yeah.
Party on, Wayne.
Did you ever see The Last Shift? Oh, that's not the cool horror one. Oh, The Bone Collector. He was in that.
Yeah, that was a good one, too.
Hell yeah, man.
I like that one.
Collecting them bones.
Yeah, I thought about you the other day, dude.
Did somebody say something just magically retarded and you were like, oh, that's my...
No, I was listening to this video that I shared. It was an excerpt from Dave Grohl's biography.
Well, when he was crying about Kurt Cobain?
Yeah.
That made you think of me?
Yeah, because I was like, man, that'd really be me if Jordan died.
I think about how sad I would be if you died all the time.
I think I've just got a illness.
We take turns.
Silly.
There was a few years there where you were like, well, I better have a eulogy on deck.
Yeah.
And now that's me. Actually, I don't worry about you too much anymore. There was a period, though, where I said,
oh, yeah.
this boy's going to die, and I'm going to have to
I think I've done pretty well, really. I've come pretty full circle since 2020.
Well, you look great, buddy.
Thank you.
You really do.
You do, too. I think that was the worst point, I would say. It's 2020.
Yeah.
2020, 2021, that was
I remember when you was having
year.
a rough go.
Yeah.
But we held it together.
We did. We started the show.
It got worse
at
one
Oh,
point.
yeah. It got horrible.
And that was more like, 2021, 22?
Yeah.
Something like that.
But 2024 has fucked so far.
It's
been a great
great
fucking
time.
year, dude.
Honestly, last year I had a pretty good time, too. And...
if every year for the rest of my life is as good as this year, I won't complain.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, for real. For
real,
real,
if
I
it
can
was
hit
exactly this good and no better,
yeah,
I would still be having a pretty good time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it can always be better, but it's been a great fucking year. We went and
did
seen Knocked Loose the other night.
Oh, yeah, great
Tell
fucking
the people
show,
about
man.
that.
Well...
go on a tangent.
I cricked my neck before we went, so I was having some aches and pains. Couldn't really get the full enjoyment. Couldn't do that. Couldn't whip my hair back and forth.
Yeah.
So, but goddamn, they put on a hell of a show. It was Division of Mind opened up. Fucking killer. Hardcore band. Sick as hell. Then White Reaper.
Well, man. Poison Well. Yeah.
Well.
White Reaper and then Poison Well, yeah.
Both were sick as fuck. And obviously Knocked Loose killed it. They premiered some new shit. It was sick. Met him afterwards.
Yeah.
It was he got in the pit, dude, and I mean, he got raw out there.
Oh, yeah.
I
threw
raw.
bows. I hit people. I got hit. I got beat up pretty bad. And then probably about halfway through the set, I went up to the balcony because I wanted to watch and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Without getting beat up.
See, I stayed back by the sound booth, and then about halfway through, I went down to, like, the side of the crowd.
Yeah.
I was still, like, pretty far in the back. Like, I was not the furthest back.
Right.
But then towards the last couple songs, I just went out to the bar.
I waited for everybody to go get a beer after, or piss after Poison the Well left the stage. And then I moseyed down there, and I probably got maybe within 5-6 feet of the stage. It was right dead center. And I told her, there was a kid behind me. I made friends down there with people.
Yeah.
Because you got to at a show like that.
Yeah, I made friends a couple. When I finally got into the crowd, I did.
There was this kid behind me, and he'd never seen him before. And I don't think he'd ever been in any kind of pit. Like, he'd never done anything
young
like
kid.
that. Yeah.
It's
probably like 22, 23.
Did you see the one young kid there? Quick pause.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're ever at a hardcore show and you see somebody pull out a fucking mouth guard, don't get near that person in the pit. That kid couldn't have been any older than 18 years old. Smaller, long-haired kid. Yeah. And he had a fucking mouth guard, like, on his keychain.
Yeah, he was ready.
And when Division of Mine started, we were all in the smoking area. And he was like, they're fucking starting, come on. And he, like, was trying to round people up.
He was ready.
And he popped that thing in and went out there.
And he did.
I respect it.
Yeah.
The last time I really went raw in a pit, I got my ankle broken.
And you're going to have that on there.
Not broken, just twisted. I was with Doug Dempsey, and I was going back and forth with this Chinaman. With this kid wasn't, not that this is relevant, but it is a, like, factor in my memory. There was a Asian band that we played with. Like, all the dudes were Asian in the band. And one of the guys that was with them, that was there to see them, they were like a hardcore band. They were really good. They were called like the Battery Surgeon or something like that. But he was going heavy in the pit. And me and Doug were like, I'm gonna fuck this fucking kid up. And I was out there like really trying to get a fucking maneuver in. And he was quick, dude. He wasn't he had like kicked and bowed like several people. And I was trying to fucking go into him. What I was really trying to do was like run low and fucking shoulder check him in the fucking center of the chest. Yeah. But he was too quick for me, dude. Yeah. And at one point I was like, Doug, I'm going to run. You fucking launch me into this kid. Just full shoulder flying through the air. And he did, and I missed him wide right by a mile. Landed fucked up on my foot.
I saw two chicks get into a fight in the pit at Knocked Loose. One chick did not know proper moshing etiquette.
You'll have that.
So when she got hit, her immediate response was to just start fighting the girl.
It depends, right? Like if somebody's crowd killing and I get like...
She wasn't though. Like she was in the pit, she was going ham. Like
if you're just going ham and you catch a fist
and that's
or an open hand or something crazy. But if I catch like a hard kick or a fucking like elbow or like a directed blow, then I will swing on it.
I saw a dude crowd killing too.
But I've been fucking kicked in the head accidentally and punched in the face just from people spinning and shit. And
I saw a dude was crowd killing and then I seen him get killed, and that was it's always satisfying when I see a crowd killer get murked.
People don't really put up with that anymore unless you're at a strictly hardcore smaller venue show where there's not, but in those like crowds like that, dude, people like, you'll get like 100 pussies will become not pussy, and they will take that dude down.
It's weird how violent and how crazy Knocked Loose shows are.
Oh yeah,
but they're not hostile.
You get a good crowd there too because you get a mix of people who are from hardcore and metalcore, and a lot of their fans almost exclusively listen to like metalcore. Right. The other shit they like is like fucking Motionless and shit like that.
Because I saw Limp Bizkit, and I always said that was the worst.
Oh yeah,
like the most hostile.
My buddy was at one of theirs, at Louder Than Life, and he like.
But it's weird because like Knocked Loose crowd, like a KL show is like fucking, it's insane.
The one, I swear, their crowd at Louder Than Life was crazier than that. I swear it was. I didn't get in that crowd, but it was like they were still, I wouldn't say underground, but they were on the small stage. Mm-hmm. And I mean, people went, their people showed out that night.
Yeah, the first time I seen them, I think was either 16 or 17. I want to say 17. I seen them on one of the little stages at Warped Tour, and then the next year I seen them again at Warped Tour with you. That was 2018. Yeah. So 17 and 18, I seen them back to back, and I hadn't seen them since until the other night. of course, when we seen Every
I
Time
saw
I
them
Die
in 18 and 19.
at Warped Tour,
That was a
they
big.
come out with Every Time I Die.
Yeah.
Brian did, and they did a
Yeah.
song. But the first time I
Sick
seen
as
them
fuck.
in 2017.
Didn't he also come out with Necrogoblicon? I feel like he came out with Necrogoblicon, or
He might have. I can't remember.
what's the other band I'm thinking of? Anyway, I feel like he showed out a couple
But
times.
when I seen him in 17, man, that was more violent than the other night. I seen that kid get his whole fucking nose shattered, and like everybody in the pit was like there was no mosh at all. Like everybody was just throwing hands. Like it looked like a fight for real. Like it looked just like a fight broke, and everybody was just beating the fuck out of each other. And I think Laugh Tracks had just come out, and which is a great fucking album, anyways, for that kind of shit.
Dude, to this day, the craziest pit I've been in was still, and it's gonna be hard to believe for like people who haven't listened to Bring Me the Horizon's early shit.
Right.
But it was their first American tour, which was the Warped Tour.
Mm-hmm.
2008. And yeah, dude, that pit was crazy. It was also huge. It was Warped Tour. It was the whole pavilion. It was like 50 yards long, circle pit, people going ape shit in the middle. I got black eye, shit busted open, kicked in the back of the head, thought it was on purpose, and went like to turn around, cold cock the guy, and he was getting up from doing like a flip. You know who it was?
Mm-hmm.
Sean McNamara.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, what's up?" He was like,
I've
"Oh, this is
seen
my first
them-
mosh pit."
I've seen them 4 times, and
I only saw him that one time.
every time the only time I seen them that it wasn't crazy was I've seen them at Riverbend last year when they opened up for Fall Out Boy, and
Well, there you have it.
but the venue set up, you couldn't do much because Riverbend has a very small pit and then the rest is seating and then you have the field. But when I seen them the year prior at Louder Than Life, and the other 2 times prior to that at Louder Than Life that I'd seen them, and I think I seen them on the Sepraternal tour, and then That's the Spirit tour, and then whatever the last one was, 2022. I'd always seen them I've only seen them one time where they were still playing older
They're
shit.
heavy shit.
The first time I seen them, they played Diamonds Aren't Forever and Chelsea Smile and all that shit.
See, they had just premiered that too when I saw them.
Every time I've seen them though, even at like the latest, like not this last one because it was at Riverbend, but the other one at Warped Tour or at Louder Than Life in 2022, they still did the Wall of Death. He's still will fucking. I mean, the crowd still does get. I mean, it's obviously not like it was because the music's different, but he'll stop the show. I've seen him twice stop the show. Like at one time, he threatened to just quit the set if they didn't push it back, and we waited, and it sucked because it cut into the time because it was at a festival.
Yeah.
And we missed a couple of songs, and it was funny looking at like on the set lists where they only played like fucking 5 songs on that show. Because he stopped the show for like 15 fucking minutes because nobody would push it back. And finally he got everybody to push it back. And he was like, if you all would just shut the fuck up and do a Wall of Death, we'll keep playing songs. At the time, I was like, whatever. Now looking back, kind of fucking cool. Kind of badass. I mean, I can see it both ways, but like, I can't fault the guy for wanting the crowd to be...
Can't fault him for trying,
Yeah. But I also... Why are you making stupid music, too?
Crowds also aren't like they used to be. I just feel like crowds do not get nearly as hyped as when we were first going to shows. I mean, you would see people looked like they were fired out of cannons flying through the fucking crowd and shit. People would go ape shit for these bands.
I'm also an apologist for those guys, too, man. I really still...
I'm not. You know me, dude. I've hated them since fucking Sepultura came out. I didn't like that album. I didn't like
I've been hard on it.
I just think they've
since the first
chased
time I heard
something
them,
that's not there.
And they might have, dude. Their newest album come out. There's probably like 1 or 2 songs on it that I fucked with. I think it dropped like a couple weeks ago. It was all right, but they've changed so much that like it is. So I don't even compare the albums anymore. But
yeah, I think they just jumped on
after
sound
after Sepultura though.
Maybe it was
shit
never them.
Went south for me. But I always clung
That's
to
when
it
it got way
them.
less heavy.
But
for me, I think what was disappointing,
even for it being less heavy, though, it was still good.
The second album was
was
so
not
good. The first album was like good, fun, heavy as fuck, raw, very like terrible recordings for the most part. And the second one was like sick as fuck, well polished, dope beats, yada yada. I mean, you know how it went. And then the third album was just like not heavy. And now that's how a lot of bands have followed suit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm glad hardcore's kind of making a comeback with Knocked Loose. Even if they're not the most hardcore band, I still think they're more of a hardcore band than like metalcore or something.
Oh yeah, I would
obviously
I classify them as hardcore for sure.
For sure. And they're kind of bringing that back, and I like that shit a lot better than like the shit with singing in it and stuff. If you're gonna have one or the other,
right? Yeah,
the heavy shit that's like more melodic and with all the fucking ambient tones and the yelling and singing shit, that's like fine. But if you're gonna do heavy music,
how big you think Suicide Silence would have got if Mitch wouldn't have died?
I think they'd about where all those bands are right now, like Job for a Cowboy and fucking
you don't think they
Whitechapel.
You don't think they would?
They were the biggest of all of those, but they were like what would you call them? Deathcore.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think they would have probably kept that sound, but I think that shit was it was going out anyway, whether Bring Me the Horizon abandoned that shit or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they, like, influenced all the bands that changed, but I think that metalcore, deathcore, grindcore was on the way out, and now it's, like, hardcore or buttcore, which is, like, you know, Bad Wolves and shit like that, Bad Omen, fucking Falling in Reverse.
What was that one fucking... that everybody was on about?
Not that all that shit's... I mean, Falling in Reverse is fucking trash, but...
I'm not a vampire, but I feel like one.
I don't know. Is that
today? Yeah, that's fucking...
Yeah, all that new shit. It's so
what's their
god-awful,
abbreviation?
dude.
I'm stupid.
FIR?
Yeah.
Fur?
Yeah.
Fuck them, dude.
Yeah.
I've always hated that shit. Escape the Fate.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, why is a Motley Crue ripoff band playing on Warped Tour? That's what I thought. Like, this shit is not scene music. This isn't like metalcore. This is just hair metal repackaged. He's always been that kind of a guy. He's never been like an emo musician or any of that shit.
Yeah, and you're not wrong, dude. I seen him, man. I seen him with you, dude. We seen him in concert.
I hated it.
What a fever dream.
I didn't enjoy
What a fever dream that in 2023
band
me and you
that night.
seen Falling in Reverse. I only went because Hollywood Undead was there.
And I hated them probably the worst.
I loved them.
This is how bad the show was. It was Hollywood Undead, Escape the Fate, Papa Roach, and Falling in Reverse. It was the worst concert I've ever been to.
I was so appalled that you were there because we got...
Because you were hoping nobody would see
me and my
you.
girlfriend at the
That's
time...
what I was hoping.
Well, we were front row. I was on the stage. Like, I was right there. My cousin had gave us his 2 tickets because him and his mom had gotten tickets, and they were in the seats, but he wanted to... It was a gift, so, like, he was like, well, fuck it, I already had these tickets. Like, he gave them to us. And we had, like, we were supposed to have the meet and greet with Hollywood Undead, and I was, like, really stoked for that. And we didn't get to do it because fucking Rupp Arena's shitty-ass security fucked everything up. But when we got to the show, I didn't even give a shit about Escape the Fate opening up. I thought that was stupid because Ronnie's not even in the band anymore.
Which probably makes him better.
That was like, but that, I mean, no, that was like his band, and he left and like started a new band, and now he's got his old band opening up for his new band. Like, the whole thing was just weird to me. But whatever. So we seen them, and they wasn't bad for what it was worth. I was like, whatever. But then when Hollywood Undead come out, like I was stoked because I liked that shit. And at the time when I was a youth, a teenager, and that shit was popular, and you had them and Mickey Avalon and all that shit.
I don't even put that in the same realm, though. They were uniquely awful. I hated them.
Anyways, let me finish this thought.
Emo rap, dude. Cool.
I'm not talking about the genre itself, but like that whole... The California shit was just really... I don't know, that shit was really intriguing to me, being from a small town in rural Kentucky. California, as a teenager, always seemed like the
I was
Mecca.
already listening to shit from California.
I was listening to fucking Tupac and all that.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Already, you know.
You're just not grasping
I
what
just
I'm
never
about.
got into it.
There was a time on MySpace when, Jeffree
I know.
Star was still cool, and just like California just seemed badass, where like
You don't look back on that time and like just wish that
And cringe? No.
you had died.
No, dude.
Yeah.
That was cool to me. Like 2004, 5, and 6, California seemed badass.
There's so much.
And then
cool
by
shit
2009,
from that
when
time, and
Hollywood
and
that
Dead's
shit was
not it.
Nah, J-Dog and fucking
Shit
the
is
curls
so
and fucking
perpetratingly.
they fuck, dude.
I hated it.
And that's all right, dude. You're allowed to.
I hated going
There's
to
nobody
that
in this
show,
room
dude.
judging you, right?
I
Like, let's
hated
have a
going to
fucking
that
intervention.
show.
There's nobody in this room judging you right now, bro.
But I did it
You're
for
allowed,
the wife.
You're allowed
you
to
know?
not like something. It's okay.
I'm a good husband.
Yeah, you are for setting through that. Because after they left the stage, I wanted to go home. I really went for them.
I've gone to all kinds of shit, dude, that I don't.
Yeah, I've
enjoy
seen. I got
necessarily,
I got front row seats for Kenny Chesney next Saturday, dude. That's on God. That's real.
Hey, let me tell you though, no shirt,
No,
no
shoes. No problem,
problem.
dude.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's always talking about summertime and kids getting out of school and fucking.
You know why, dude.
That's a little sketch.
He's gonna be the R. Kelly of country music. You watch, dude. You're gonna find out he has a piston.
Summertime is back in gear. All the kids were out of school and I'm near.
What's he
It's fucking-
sing? Does he sing the Chattahoochee song?
No, that's Alan Jackson.
Is that
dude.
Alan Jackson?
Yeah.
What song about being on the river does he sing?
I don't think he has one about the river.
He's got
He's
one
an
where he's
ocean
like,
guy.
Way out there on the river somewhere,
I
and
don't
I'm
think-
on
no,
a
Kenny
jet
shits-
ski, ripping willies.
No,
Yeah.
dude, that ain't Kenny, dude. Kenny talks about getting drunk, being on the ocean.
Can you
That's
rip
like
a
every
wheelie
fucking
on a
song.
jet ski?
Oh yeah, dude. Alan Jackson did it in the Chattahoochee music video, dude. Grow
That's
up,
who
bro.
I'm thinking of. Alan
Yeah.
Jackson. What's Kenny Chesney sing? Because the chicks dig it.
No, dude.
Who's that?
Kenny Chesney had the song, She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy. That's Kenny Chesney. He had that one song, Summertime, that I was making fun of.
Summertime and loving's easy.
Yeah, that's Kenny Chesney,
That's
dude.
311.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of shit. I like him, dude.
Name the
I
songs.
like that shit. I
What's
did,
his other
dude.
shit? Well, who
The
sings?
good stuff, fucking.
Who sings the? And they ask him why I did it. Cause the chicks dig it.
I don't know who the fuck that. That's not Kenny Chesney.
Life
dude.
is short, so go on and live it. Cause the chicks dig it.
Yeah,
You don't
dude,
know that
That's
shit?
fucking like Big and Rich, ain't it? Or
Ain't no
fucking-
goddamn big and rich,
It's
dude.
fucking
That
Big
ain't
and
no
Rich,
fucking
dude.
Montgomery
I don't
Gentry.
fucking listen to this shit. I just like Kenny Chesney.
You listen to a
dude.
lot of country music, dude. More than me. You're supposed to be you're my guy to go to.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm very selective on it though. Like there's certain shit I really fucking like, and certain shit I think sucks.
No shoot, no shirts, no
I
problem.
like Kenny, dude.
Summertime,
Yeah.
Tractor Sexy. One more. I need one more.
What's that one?
The was it? What is it? Dead air.
Dead air, dude. Let me. He's questioning my Kenny Chesney.
This isn't a name 5 songs. I'm just trying to I'm thinking of a song.
I don't. I can't. I would name a bunch of Kenny Chesney songs, but I don't think they're anything that you know or is going to correlate with what you're thinking of, dude. Because I don't think you're thinking of the right fucking guy, bro. Kenny Chesney's all out here like, I need a pirate flag and an island girl. Like he's like fucking.
Does he have that song about putting on sunscreen?
I don't think so. I don't think he wears
Lather it on.
No,
SPF
dude, that ain't
40.
him, dude. That ain't him, dude. No, you're stupid.
No, you know who you're thinking of? You're thinking of Jimmy Buffett.
No, yeah, you are.
Parrot
dude.
Heads.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking of.
What was that?
Kenny
David
Chesney
Allen Coe
sings
song?
all those songs about living in a cabin.
Jimmy Buffett don't live in Key West no more. I don't know why I would think you would know that.
How did
but-
John Denver die? Did he fall off a rock or have a rock fall on him? Sunshine on my shoulders, John Denver.
I know John Denver, motherfucker. I don't know how he died.
I think he died crazily. Look it up.
My
I'll look
phone's
this one up.
charging. I
I'll
don't
look this
play on
one
my
up.
phone on the shows, dude.
Take a minute and tell the crowd about what you got going on this week.
I'm going to see Kenny Chesney. No, I don't have much going on. Really.
When are you going to see him?
Next Saturday, man. That'll be the 3rd time I think I've seen him.
Oh, you know what he did? He was
Yeah.
flying his own private plane, a
Why
small
don't you
plane. And
go
crashed
ahead
it.
and just go to Spotify and just look up Kenny Chesney
Okay.
and just
No.
look at a song. Don't even play nothing. Just look at the songs and tell me if there's anything in there that catches your eye.
Let's see what this motherfucker's got.
Read a couple.
Best of Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, there you go.
Young. How's that go?
I don't think I know that one. I ain't saying that if I didn't hear it, I wouldn't sing along word for word. I just can't.
Something about being young, dumb, and full of cum.
That sounds about right. Next.
Hold on.
Damn, dude. I know.
How's that go?
Oh, man, I can't, dude.
That's the one I'm thinking of. That's not... Because when I was thinking, because the chicks dig it, this is what I was actually thinking.
And it might be. I don't know. Dude.
Let me see if I can get the lyrics up. Spotify usually has the lyrics.
Yeah. Read them for me, dude. Go ahead. Sing them, dude. Go get that acoustic over there, man. Is that it? Is that the song you were thinking of?
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to it after the show. But
we were wannabe rebels that didn't have a clue in our rock and roll t-shirts and our typically bad attitudes.
Yeah, that's a badass song, dude.
That's the
that
one.
Bucks.
We were
I'll
brave.
fight anybody over Kenny Chesney, dude.
I actually like him. I remember liking
your
him.
videos fucked up, man.
As a child,
yeah.
And everybody said he's secretly a queer.
Oof.
That's what everybody would say.
They were wrong, dude.
They always said that about him and Jeff Gordon because they had such smooth chests.
Yeah.
They had hairless chest, which I hated because once I got puberted, I never had no chesty hair.
Yeah.
So you are packing mad wads of chest fur.
Yeah, I'm a hairy dude.
Yeah, not me.
I'm glad that...
check this out. Shaved my nipples before I went to the amusement park. You knew I was going to pop my top blast the nips, dude. Let everybody know. Red alert.
Yeah, we got
Pervert
Predator
alert.
over here, dude. I'm glad that you know Kenny Chesney. That's cool, man. I think that's neat, dude.
Had no excuses for the things that we done. We were brave, we were crazy, we were mostly young.
Oh, man, I'm
Come
going
on,
to fucking...
dude.
Man, dude, I can't wait.
We're country and we're gay, dude.
I'm going to get fucked up, bro.
Hey, if it ain't
I can't
country,
wait,
I'll
dude.
suck your ass.
Hell yeah, that's
Who
what
said that?
David Allen Cole
David
did.
Allen Cole,
he did,
dude.
man. He did. David Allen Cole, dude. Hell yeah.
David Allen Chunk of Coal.
Yeah, dude.
Now, did he have a lot of racist songs? Was that him?
That was him,
Oh,
dude.
accused of being racist.
Yeah, he was, man.
He was a little racist.
I would assume so, yeah.
Now, he don't sing no goddamn country boy can survive.
No, that's Hank Williams.
He sings that?
That's Hank Williams Jr. He sings that.
Okay, that's not what I'm thinking of.
David
What's the big
Allen
David
Cole.
Allen Cole song?
If that ain't country, I'll kiss your ass.
That's his biggest one?
That's his big hit,
Okay.
yeah. That and the ride about Hank's dad.
The Ride. That's what I'm thinking of. But he don't have
Yeah.
nothing. He had some that weren't popular that he definitely said the N-word in, right?
And I don't know. I'm sure he probably did, yeah.
I want to say, because,
I think so, yeah.
my Paul's side of the family,
Yeah.
they got some
Yeah.
issues.
And they're
And
into that, yeah.
I remember that hey, y'all gather around out here in the gay Raj, man. I got this David Allen Cole CD, man. He says, it's the funniest thing about colored folk in here.
Yeah. That
I remember
sounds about
something
right.
like that.
Yep. I
You
can
know
hear
what I
them
mean?
saying that, yeah.
But to be fair, they also had like actual racist shit, like Johnny Rebel
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, David Allen Coe's weird because he had some really good music, like just regular, like the outlaw country shit. Like he had some good tunes.
Yeah.
And I always thought those Rated X, like racist albums he did was like,
Held him back.
yeah, I didn't get that.
Held
I didn't
him back.
understand why. I mean, obviously, maybe he's just a fucking racist, but he always defended.
But
that
those
he was
people will
not,
say they're true to their whatever. Well, if you're not, then you don't have to be true to it. You don't have to be doing
Well,
that.
if you're
all the
not,
time.
you probably wouldn't do that at all.
Yeah, but I get back then.
And I ain't saying I'm not racist, but I'm not
know-
racist, and I would not record a fucking racist.
that shit
country
was
album.
considered like a comedy. at
Right,
the time.
yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah.
when like
Yeah.
Johnny Rebel came around, everybody we knew
Yeah.
knew that shit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because anybody was racist. It
No,
was
it's
because
for the
this
comedy
is
aspect.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
this is funny. Listen to how racist this is. And now in retrospect, I'm like, well, the guy that wrote it probably very racist.
Damn, dude.
But also like that's I don't know. Was he a super racist? Or
I
did he
read that-
just do it because he thought it was funny?
David Allen Coe or Johnny Rebel?
Johnny Rebel was a super racist. in
I
real life.
read Johnny Rebel was not racist, and the only reason he wrote the songs is the only way he can make money because he didn't make it as an actual country musician.
Well, I mean, that's when I would pack in the towel.
Just fucking good, babe. Like, baby, don't quit your.
Well,
fucking
there's dozens of people in the racist music circuit I can perform for.
I did read that.
You know who the market for that was? Teenagers downloading it on LimeWire.
I don't know if he's already passed away or not. I would assume so, but I had read that I guess like later on in his life he had done an interview or something, and he had said that he really regretted all of it. That he didn't want to be portrayed like that because he was not a racist, and that he literally did it to make ends meet because that's the only income he had was making racist music. I don't buy it. I think
no, because it's like when you didn't have a McDonald's in town, you get a job at.
Yeah,
I'm going.
I think he sucks. But David Allan Coe,
I could be
who
making
also probably
racist
sucks
music
too,
right now.
I don't
making
know.
thousands of dollars.
I'm not defending any of it. I don't give a fuck.
I know. I've heard that as well.
Yeah,
I have heard that. Well, he's not actually racist. It's like these people who's like, well, Andrew Tate's not actually like a yeah. Like, well, he's going to jail for rape.
Yeah.
So I think so. And even if he's not, like people who are willing to do anything for the money are like also not good people. If you're willing to tell people no, Jews are bad, it doesn't matter if you believe Jews are bad. You're bad for saying that to people. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking loading up and trucking.
You don't have to call me Mr. The whole world called me Hank.
With a big iron on his hip.
That shit's wild, man.
You like big iron?
I know you do. I've seen you suck it.
I do like that goddamn Old Red by Blake Shelton.
I like Blake. I seen Blake in concert.
I like when one of them was headed north and Old Red was headed south.
That's a banger of a song, dude. George Jones wrote that, I'm pretty sure.
George Jones, man. Rest in peace. Met him once. You met him probably 6 or 7 times.
I met him one time, and he died.
He used to come out to the car lot
after.
in town.
Yeah.
He was buddies with the man in town what owned the car lot, Herb Kinman. He ain't no longer with us.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. He had the best goddamn used to pre-owned certified Chevys on the goddamn market, didn't he?
And he did.
And now Marshall took over. Fuck Marshall,
Fuck
dude.
Marshall,
Fuck
dude.
goddamn Marshall. He took over the Ford
Marshall
and the Chevy.
Yeah, I don't fuck
dealership.
with Marshall,
what the
dude.
fuck is going on,
they
dude?
suck. Anyways, I did meet the possum, and he was very nice. And he was very friendly, and he treated it. I mean, dude, he sat out there for like fucking hours, bro, and met the entire town.
And he did it for the people and for his buddy, and he was a real one till the end.
Yeah, and it was free.
He loved drinking.
You didn't have to fucking pay shit. You just walked in and met him.
I remember
got a picture
smelling
and
beer on him as a kid. He was a big drinker.
Yeah, I met him. I was probably
42 years old. You know?
I was probably when I met him. I was probably 19 or 20, and I had him sign one of my records. I got it framed to put up at the house. He was very impressed that I had it. Though it was very old. He said, "This is older than you," and I'm thinking, like, no shit, dude. It come out before I was born, man.
Yeah, they don't. At the time, they wasn't really making records.
But yeah, George was cool, man. I liked him.
George was cool, man. He's a good feller. God bless him, and God bless America. 4th of July is coming up, and I want y'all to remember that dogs are scared of fireworks, and so are the troops.
Yeah.
So launch them motherfuckers.
Just remember that a bunch of...
I mean, really. Isn't it fucked up, though, that people don't care about the troops? It's like, I don't care about the troops for the reasons that I'm told to care about the troops.
Yeah.
But it's like, people who claim to care about the troops care the least. These same people will be like, oh, dude, fuck them. You can't handle a couple fireworks, pussy.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, I was in Fallujah.
I've always been weird about the troop thing.
Well, I respect them and I don't. I do think like a lot of people, there's no other option. People forget how easy it is to be tricked. Like just because everybody wants to brag about, well, I was smart enough at 18 not to get tricked. It's like, or you had enough money or a way to college or whatever. But whatever, some people do it. And, there's like bad people in the military. There's good people in the military. The military as an organization is bad. Yeah. But I still think it's fucked up that we like promise these people things, don't give it to them. They come home and we just let them be homeless. Yeah. It's like, hey, thanks for making these private corporations billions of dollars and protecting our freedoms. Yeah. Live outside. You know what I mean?
I agree.
There's no winners in that situation. No.
Yeah, I look at like, my relatives that were veterans. My great grandfather, he got a fucking Purple Heart, you know.
My grandpa was in Vietnam.
Yeah. I look at that shit and I'm like, well, cool. If he was here today and alive today, I'd probably thank him. I mean, he took a fucking bullet. You know, like, I get it.
Vietnam was a bad war, but my grandpa was drafted. But before that,
I get all that shit.
World War
but,
II
like,
was like,
yeah.
those people were doing something.
Yeah.
It's kind of like today, though. There's no excuse. Like, I mean, if you have any common sense at all, you kind of see, like,
right.
oh,
but
we're
I'm like
doing
you,
bad
though.
stuff.
It's a shame that, like, we got homeless veterans and, like, veterans with PTSD and, like, all these issues, and they don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah, well, it's fucked up.
It's
they
sad
tell
to me,
them,
man.
like, hey,
Yeah.
we got to go over here and defend, yada, 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 and then they go in and they're, like, told to go fucking kill. That kid has a bomb. Shoot that kid. Do this, do that. And then they come home, and a lot of them realize, like, oh, I wasn't helping America at all and protecting anybody's freedoms. I was fucking advancing private business interest, and they get all depressed and PTSD'd.
Yeah.
And then when they try to seek help, the government tells them, oh, no, we're done with you. You can go. You know what I mean? It's like, it's fucked all around. And free Palestine. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
man. Let me take
Whoa, free fucking
Palestine.
Palestine.
Let me take a
here.
moment of free fucking Palestine.
Hey, we was already
Hey.
fucking living here.
Yeah, man, free Palestine, dude. Not gonna stop saying it.
Yeah, well, I was just telling a buddy earlier. It's
Hey,
like,
Israel,
you
I
know,
got something for you.
there ain't no goddamn. What you have is the America's largest overseas military base. Probably America's largest base in general. I mean, it's just the fucking swinging dick of America in the Middle East. It has nothing to do with a Jewish ethno-state, even though that is, like, also a bad thing they're trying to do.
Hell yeah.
I don't think...
He's
hear me
primed
out.
up, dude.
Hear me out.
Look
dude.
at him, man.
The Holocaust was bad. And we should be, like, post-Holocaust, implementing ways to, like, protect all racial minorities and ethnic groups and make sure that shit doesn't happen, but especially the Jews. But I don't think any one religion gets a whole fucking country, man. Especially not one people are already living in. And then, like, you gotta, you know, subject people that are other races and religions to your fucking laws.
Yeah.
Just because you went through, like, a tragedy, now you get to be the dictator? Nah, dude.
I'm good on, it's always that, it always comes back to religion. It's always the...
Do you think it's a trauma? Do you think the same way that people who get molested go out and molest, or people who got beat by their parents beat their kids, the Jews got genocided, so they've grown up to want to genocide?
As deep and well thought out as that was, no.
This place sucks, y'all. You're only gonna get these fucking badass opinions here,
I don't
dude.
think that's the reason.
Not the Jews, but the nation of Israel.
No. I get what you're saying. You don't have to reword it.
You know what I mean?
Picking up what you're laying down. No, I don't, man. I think money talks.
Yeah, you're right, dude. They want something over there.
I think it's more.
But they do also really care about having an ethno-state. Like, it really is a thing they want. Yeah. Really, really bad. A Jewish ethno-state. Only Jewish laws, only Jewish people. I mean, they want that real, real bad.
I don't think we're going to see the rapture, man.
I don't believe in it. So, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't believe in the biblical apocalypse the way most people believe in it. And I hate that people are trying to make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like most of the reason Christians support Israel and everything that's going on right now is because they see it all as part of, like, the fucking seals and the trumpets and, like, the signs that the fucking resurrection's coming. And it's like, no, you guys are just doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, this could be a way, like, we wouldn't have to do this if you'd stop.
Prophecy not needed. Here's how you see if the prophecy's real. Do nothing.
Yeah.
And see if it happens.
Yeah.
If it's a real prophecy, it's going to happen either way.
Right.
You don't have to instigate it. Anyway, dude, you know.
I don't think that, I don't think we're going to see it.
You don't think we're going to see the biblical apocalypse?
It's like, you know, Super Bowl or bust. I think it's rapture or bust. And
I'll tell you what I really think, dude. Here's my hope, my, like, wild dream.
I also
hope
don't care.
Is that the aliens are going to come down and they're going to say, hey, look, we caught wind of what was going on, and we're going to take all these assholes and fire them into the sun, and we're going to teach you guys how to have free energy and to live like not idiots. And then we're going to let you do it and do your own thing.
Hey,
and
look,
we're here if you want to talk and hang out.
Let me spit something at you, man.
That's what I hope.
I know you're a very well-educated guy.
I don't know about
I know
that.
you've read a lot of shit. I know you're very into a lot of things.
I studied abroad or two.
I know that you, that's a good one.
Thank you.
I know you know a lot about the aliens and yada, yada, yada.
I don't know if I do, but
I
don't
in
like
my
where this
in
is
my
going.
personal opinion, and you're not gonna like where it's going. In my personal opinion, I hope I don't live to see the day.
Why would you not want to see it? You think it's going to be bad?
Mm-hmm. I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything good that comes out of that.
I'm fine with that, too.
I'm not. I can think of cooler ways.
I'd rather be killed by them than the people that are running shit now.
No, I mean, yeah, get that. That's cool. I'd rather not any of these people. Like, I would rather just die peacefully in my sleep. But the alien apocalypse is called the alien apocalypse for a reason.
I don't think they're bad.
It doesn't matter. They might not be bad. The common theme here is we're bad. We need to be eradicated.
I also
not
don't believe
them.
that. I just think there's everybody's got like the good and the bad potentiality. I just think there's been like an off scale sort of imbalance in power. And that
Yeah.
if we could get that back, that
I think
potentiality
that,
would drift more towards people being good.
I think that there are certain.
And it's going to take a big event like aliens.
I think that there are certain things that one must sacrifice. As like a whole human race, as a whole like a whole planet, there are certain things you have to sacrifice, certain things you have to get rid of, certain things you cannot do without to make it to the point where you are a very highly civilized planet.
We ain't there yet.
No, we're thousands of years away from that. If an alien race comes to Earth, if they have the technology to get from where they're from to where we are, like they're smart.
Seems like they're doing.
They've done. And I just have a feeling that we are one of those things that I would call a sacrifice. They don't care, but they're going to do whatever to get to where they need to go.
I mean, maybe.
They're going to come here and they're going to kill us all, and they're going to take our resources and they're going on to the next planet.
That also like paints the human psychology onto things that might be biologically and consciously different from us. So, which means they might look at us like ants as nothing and like, oh, here's a nice planet, dude. Let's clear these parasites off of it.
Yeah.
Or they might be like, oh, here's some other conscious beings. Let's explore consciousness further by interacting with them. I love Star Trek, dude. Yeah. And the whole idea of like the Galactic Federation, and you know, they see these like seedling planets that they only observe until they reach like a certain technological point and can join the Federation and work in the name of like good and peace and yada yada. Unfortunately, you know, Earth doesn't get to join the Galactic Federation until in the early 2000s. I think in the show it's like 2027 or something. World War III breaks out. It's massive. Like a third of the Earth's population dies. And after that, everybody's like, fuck, dude, we got to cool down with racism and barbarism and capitalism. And they come together.
Yeah. I just think that, like, if you look at those alien planets, like, if aliens are real and they came to visit and they were whatever, I feel like if you looked at their planet, if they had a home planet still, maybe they don't, but if they did, I think it would probably be like that futuristic utopia where, like, everybody is on the same page and they all have one common goal. And, like, I don't think the free will that we have here probably exists on some of those planets. You know what I mean? Like, everybody works for that common... Not saying that working for the common good is a bad thing, but, like...
Right.
We also have the ability to do whatever the fuck we want, whenever the fuck we want. And I feel like on those planets, for them to be where they're at, man, that probably doesn't fly there.
I don't
think that that's a very uneducated
a lot of people
thing,
think
I guess.
They want is based on like primitive desires that are gonna evolve out of us anyway. Especially like the idea, a lot of people have this idea like, well, what if I want to go to the cafe or do this or do that? And it's like, what you're talking about are all these illusions of choice. Like, oh, you live in a place and you can go choose from 50 different coffee shops or 20 soda brands or 10 clothing shops. But really, it's like you're still stuck with what you've got. Like, you can't just dream up a new thing and then it exists. Or, you know what I mean? Like, you're stuck with these. It's like the same thing in capital. Oh, you have the choice in capitalism that you lose under like a one world controlled economy. And it's like, what choice? Like, how innovative is the system already? If we were working all towards a common goal, maybe people's wants and desires would change. But also, I don't think a utopia is necessarily centrally planned fucking one world government where that's how they're able to achieve technological advancement. I think you can have a somewhat self-sufficient society of like syndicated smaller nations and communities that can work together in like a democratic coalition that doesn't exercise control over each other but can still work towards a common goal. You know what I mean? But that's me thinking the best out of people. I do think a lot of like the negative aspects of people's psychology that people reckon you're born with, you were not either, though. I feel like a lot of it has to do with social conditioning and things like that.
I'm sure it does. I'm not saying it doesn't. I just don't want to meet any aliens. Space scares me, man.
I'd be interested in seeing. Look, here's the thing: it's like they're probably out there, whether they've come here or not. If like science is real, if the universe is 14 billion years old, and there's planets out there, you know.
If we don't live in the firmament, if the Earth's not flat,
right?
You know.
And even if it is, cool, dude, I'm ready for the truth to be revealed. That's it. Whether it's we're not alone in the universe and there's aliens here, whether it's God is real, whether it's we're living in a fucking bubble in the fucking Matrix. I'm just ready to know what the fuck's going on. Or if it's nothing, maybe none of it's real and it's all just fucking chaos. And if that's the case, then I'm ready for the revolution. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And to get a little bit of pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Got a little bit of that.
Oh! Fucking pussy, dude. Hey, you wanna go on down to the linguine factory and get a fucking little bit of pussy pasta, huh?
Hey man, I got a racist joke for you, dude.
Okay, hell yeah.
Since you've been on a racist kick all night, man.
No, continue.
What do you call the spirit of an Italian?
What?
A gabagool.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a ghost.
Oh,
come on.
This
now.
place sucks, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. But you know, I wish I could remember the Chinaman joke.
Oh no, dude.
Where he says,
he's back on the Chinaman.
Me Chinese, me play joke, me put pee
please
in your
stop.
Coke. From when we were kids. You remember that one?
Yeah, I remember being 5, dude.
Oh yeah, I remember being 5.
6, 7, and 8.
I remember like blonde.
I don't remember any of that, really.
Blonde jokes. I remember. My memory starts at about 4 or 5.
That would have been, let me see what year it was.
Pretty consistent.
When I was 4. It would have been 1996.
I remember a thing or two from when
I remember a
younger
thing or
than
two
that,
from each year, I think, after like 4 or 5.
Nobody remembers, like, fuck, I don't even remember.
When I was 2.
I can probably name, I probably remember 2 whole days from every year, collectively. Like, if you collected all the moments that you can really clearly remember in a given year, it's probably like 48 hours.
I can remember
content.
I remember like shitting in the hallway when I was like 2. I remember doing that. That's kind of cool. That's probably like 2 or 3, man.
Well, I do remember being 2 and burning my arm.
Walking through the hallway just shitting.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Makes sense, don't it? And then I remember almost burning our trailer down when I was a kid. I threw a Hot Wheels car in the candle.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Caught her on fire.
Hell yeah,
Schmelted
it smelted it, dude.
Yeah.
My dump truck, man. Yeah, I mean, I remember like bits and pieces of shit, but like...
I remember being like 3 or 4 and pouring water on a candle and it exploding.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm going to put this candle out. It just blew up. It was like a little candle.
That's neat, dude.
Yeah, I think
I remember a little bit.
Yeah, I remember little bits and pieces. I remember injuries. Like, I remember being 2 and burning my arm, and then being like 4 and getting a concussion.
I remember being about 4 or 5 and breaking my arm. Shatter my elbow and shit, yeah.
Pains,
yeah. Traumatic events, dude.
I remember having chicken pox. I had to have been 3 or 4 then.
Yeah.
Having chicken pox. Yeah.
I never had chicken pox. I had to get a shot for it later on in life.
Damn, dude.
Never experienced
You never got poxed?
Never got poxed, dude.
I had them, which means the shingles virus is already inside
Hell
me.
yeah, dude. You're going to have them rashes on your butthole.
I'm going to have a 3-panel fucking sandpaper shingle on my fucking back, dude. Hell yeah, dude. What about,
Oh, yeah.
I had something about pubic hair I wanted to talk to you about. But
I don't have any, so I don't know much about it.
I got quite a bit right now. I've gone without shaving
getting rid of it?
Yeah, I'm probably going to shave it in the next couple days. Probably next couple of days, I'll go ahead and take care of it. I've just been
Yeah,
letting
I
it
don't have
grow,
any,
see
man.
how long it'll get.
It's summertime, dude. I can't.
Yeah, that's what's been enticing me to shave it.
Yeah, and you should.
It's been warm down
summertime,
there.
dude.
Summertime.
Do that shit in October, November, December. Like, don't.
Well, I haven't shaved it in like 2 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
God damn, you're making me physically ill.
Yeah, just to see how long.
You should
it can get.
manscape, dude.
I'll just use the razor.
I don't think. I
have.
think it quits after a certain point, doesn't it? I mean, I don't think it'll.
You should see what I got going on, dude. I could get them longer, I bet, if I trim the dead ends.
I don't want you to, dude, and I don't want to see them ever.
It's
You don't
just,
wear
you know,
underwear, dude.
No, I don't. So it's like a natural padding between.
And I hate that.
It's like
that
wearing a
seems
diaper.
so fucking uncomfortable not wearing underwear, bro.
No, it's way more comfortable. Boxers, briefs, all of that, they scrunch up. It's a material between you and the pants that is like uncomfortable, wadded up.
No.
Yeah. Regular briefs squeeze.
I've wore pants
the
without
crease.
underwear. I know how awkward it is.
No, there ain't nothing awkward about it. Everything just sits where it needs to sit, and you don't have to adjust any underwear. My problem has always been briefs pull in right here, not enough room for the genitals.
Yeah.
Okay, boxer briefs and boxers both scrunch up in the pant leg.
Yeah.
And it drove me crazy my entire adult life. But in 2018, I stopped wearing underwear.
And he did. He has not wore underwear in years.
And I've never gone back. And tell you what, you breathe a lot more. Your ass stinks a lot less. I'm telling you, underwear are a fucking scam, dude. They're a scam. Maybe ladies need them, but dudes don't need them. Are you ready to party? Or
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean by that?
I mean, maybe there's something about the vagina that, you know, having some underwear on it is better for it. But I
and it
don't
might
think
be.
men need.
I don't have one. I don't know.
I don't think if you have a penis and balls, you need it covered with an extra set of cloth. That's like a lot of material.
And it is. And I like it. Keeps me warm.
I'm packing a lot of. I'm wadded up basically.
You've got
all
a
the time.
wad. You've always
Yeah.
had a thick wad on you. Ever since your bird quit, you've had a
No,
thick
it's
wad,
always been
dude.
flying. It's never landed.
Mm.
Matter of fact, it's on a 24-hour global flight.
And David
my bird.
Noble's bird quit.
It did.
I'm
He's living in
calling him-
Mexico.
I'm calling him out, dude. And
He
he's
texted me
fucking
right
dead,
as
dude.
we were starting the podcast and asked me if he should do something. And I'll tell you after the podcast, but I told him, yeah. I'm going to sneeze.
Yeah, fuck David. I love him. But
Ladies
fuck
and
him.
gentlemen, I've got a little bit of a sinus infection.
He's got the Fiji flu, dude.
No, when I was cleaning my machine at work on Thursday, I blew a bunch of like metallic dust into my fucking face. I literally do it probably 3 times a year. I fucking will get that dust in my nose.
You like
at
to
work.
just do it to see if you can feel
Not on
alive still.
purpose.
Like
It's just accidental.
you like to do it to wake the sinuses
I
up.
need to start wearing a dust mask
Yeah,
when I clean.
that would probably help. That'd be sufficient.
Yeah, man, you know when my sinuses get infected, I don't care for it. You know, I was...
Try to pop my neck, dude. It's not hurting.
I just regained the ability to pop my neck on the left side.
I
It was a
can't,
little bit of a... Even my neck was
I try to
all-
go like fully limber and just
Just
do it, and I can't ever get it to like, oh shit, I hit the mic.
see,
I can't ever
mine.
get it to like. Just
It got all
fucking
stiff
pop.
over here, and I couldn't do this side. But now it's pretty loose again. But I'm trying not to pop it as much because I fuck it up every
I'm sure
like.
it's not healthy to do, but
20
my shit
times
It's
I
so
do it.
stiff and hurts so bad that I just want to crack.
Well, you ever get like an in between, like it doesn't pop,
Yeah,
and it just fucking hurts for the rest of
those
the
are
day?
the worst, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't deal with it anymore. And my neck seems like not in good shape. It's like constantly.
Yeah. You
Look
get
how
that.
long this
Well, you get
one-
that pencil neck,
It is a long neck. I mean, you can see
pencil
on the fucking
neck,
screen.
pencil dick. He's a big pencil guy.
I'm a long, thin
He's a number
boy.
2. You
Yeah.
know, He's
Everything about me is long
a
and
sharpened
thin.
number 2.
I've got a thin dick.
He'll hit a dude wipe and then ask you to suck his dick. You know what I mean?
I
He'd be
do like the idea.
He'd be like, "Hey man, I hit a dude wipe. You want him with that hock tour?" You know?
I do like the idea of wiping your dick down with a dude wipe and then being like, I wiped it off with a dude wipe. Suck. Are you? What? You won't suck it now?
That's pretty good, ain't it, dude?
It is a pretty good pickup line.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you,
hit a
I
dude
hate.
wipe before I left the house.
I know you're gonna hate this. Hate the Hawk Tui girl meme.
You don't like the hock tour?
No, there's just something about it that's just like, I don't take pleasure as a 35-year-old man watching this drunk fucking 17-year-old talk about spitting on a dick. I also hate when girls spit on my dick. They spit loogie. Like, if you're hawking before you tooey, you're sucking up snot. If you want spit, you don't want snot. Don't on that thing. That's fucking disgusting.
Are you done, dude?
Disgusting.
Are you done?
It's bad enough. Like, quit
Are
trying
you
to act like a
done?
porn star. Most of you broads barely know what you're doing down there.
This dude.
No, I'm being for real.
This dude.
The spitting
scared
on
of
the
a little
dick is
spit
gross.
on the dick, dude.
You get it globbery, and then you drool the spit out. You don't hawk a fucking loogie on it. It just grosses me out. And I'm like, well, this fucking... No, that's not what men... It's like when you used to hear back in the day, I'll put a finger in his ass. That's what... Who's giving the girls this advice? Don't hawk loogies on
You never had a
dicks.
finger on the ass, dude?
Yeah, but it's not like
You
that
didn't like
cool.
it?
No. No, it's not like... I get
Hey,
why it's pleasurable.
You ain't got to lie, dude.
This is my point of view on it,
You
right?
ain't got to lie, man.
I've cranked my hog for a long
Dude,
time.
me too, bro.
I mean, I've cranked
Me
the
too.
hell out of it.
That's why I don't like hand jobs.
I've almost burned myself out on, like, cranking the hog.
Yeah, but I'd never liked
Number
the
of
handy because
I can do it better myself.
I can do better myself.
Much
Yep.
better.
Yep.
But here's the thing. Sex is enjoyable enough. Just regular kind of kinky sex. Like, my penis in a tight, wet hole is enough. I don't need something in me as well. So as, like, kind of okay as, like, getting the ass licked can feel, or, like, getting a pinky put in, it doesn't add enough pleasure to me to make it, like, worth it.
I'm just saying, in my humble opinion, number one, I think the camera. But number one, for real though, number one, I think when anybody can blow up over something silly and make money off of it, we got to support them.
I
So-
support her.
So when I see
Yeah, God
the
bless her soul.
Hoctua, I
Is she
said,
making money? You think
"Oh
she's
yeah,
getting money off
no,
those
because I've
shirts
seen
and shit?
yeah, I think she's making money. And I hope she is, because I know
Yeah,
somebody else
no
is
hate
making
on
money.
her. I want to make that clear real quick. No hate on her. She seems funny as fuck. I'm obviously.
let me-
I'm riffing.
Yeah,
I'm riffing.
You're riffing. Let me just
I
say,
don't like loogies on the
let
dick,
me
though.
say my piece. I think we might be on a similar page. I think Hoctua girl is great. I think what she said was probably pretty silly. Drunk in fucking
Yeah.
Asheville. I mean, I've said similar things. I get it. But good for her. I hope she makes a lot of fucking money off of it. I wish I could say or do something stupid and make myself money. That would be cool.
Hey,
And-
God bless her and her family.
Yeah, good for her. Hoctua 2024, spit on that thing. I'm here for it. Back to your thing though. If I'm with a chick, right, and we're dating, I'm in love here. Like, this is my partner, and we're doing some wild, crazy shit, having sex, dude, and she spits on my fucking dick and starts sucking it, I'm not breaking up with her. I'm not gonna be mad about
But
that.
do you agree that you want spit, not you want tooey,
Yeah.
no hawk?
Yeah, I get the hawk.
The hawk is
I
where
don't-
hawk and a loogie
I
comes
don't,
from.
but I don't think that's what she meant though when she said
I know,
it.
but I'm riffing here.
Yeah, I know you're
I'm
riffing,
riffing about
but if
it.
you wasn't riffing though, I don't know.
But in legitimacy, that to me, in my brain, brings up hawk and a loogie.
oh yeah, I get
Now,
that.
if what I like
And
is,
I'm also, and like, hear me out, dude, and judge me all you want. I don't give a fuck.
I like when
It's-
she's globbing on it, and then
it's
all the
my
spit.
it's my show. I'll say whatever I want, dude. If a chick spit a loogie on it, dude, I'm still not breaking
I
up with
prefer
it, dude.
drool to spit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I prefer drool to spit too. I prefer a lot of shit to fucking loogies. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I'm not gonna.
I'm
I ain't
gonna
be
be
mad
in the
about it.
throat. You don't got to bring that shit out.
I would
I'll
rather
get
you
in there
hawk a
and find
loogie
it.
on me and try to give me a over the pant tugger. You know what I mean?
But you will. All right, you're with the girl. You're already getting frinky.
Yeah.
Do you need the pinky in the? Is it adding that much extra pleasure for you? where you're
If
like,
it's somebody I
worth making sure
love
my
that
ass
I'm
is
in,
clean.
if somebody I'm in love with that I'm like, this is my partner, like we're in a committed relationship, and she hawks a loogie on me, shoves a finger in my ass, whatever, I'm okay with it because we can live and learn here on what we like to do and what we don't like to do.
Yeah.
If it's a
I've
fucking
experimented with it.
yeah, if it's
And
a
that's how I
fucking
know I don't
stranger
like
though,
it.
and it's like a random hookup, or this is the first time we've ever had sex, and you try to shove anything up my ass or spit on me, I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not. It's a comfortability thing for me.
Maybe the spit.
I gotta, maybe the spit, but like, I gotta be comfortable with you. I gotta,
well,
we
that's
gotta
not
ease our
my
way
issue
into
with
that.
it. Like,
you know?
like Ivana was.
I don't let
dude,
I don't let just anybody
really,
hawk two
really
of me.
want to
You
eat
know?
your ass. I'd
Yeah.
be like, all right, dude, once, man. But I'd have to like
Yeah.
scrub it
Yeah.
down, make sure it was
Yeah.
nice for her. You
Yeah.
know? But I've let
I don't
chicks do it
expect
before, and it's
a
just
chick that I just met or that I'm barely talking to or whatever to just go down on me.
if I'm
And I don't expect to do that to them
Let me
because
ask
a
you
lot of
this.
times it's a comfortability thing. Like
I'm
they
watching a
might not be
pornog,
comfortable with that.
and a chick is fucking slobbing toppery, and then she goes down and starts licking the dude's ass, I immediately turn it off.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch a dude get his ass eaten. That ruins it for me. It ruins the whole experience.
He
How do
sees
you
that, he's
feel?
like, oh!
Oh, I'm jerking here.
Yeah, I'm jerking off.
trying to bust a nut.
Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. No.
Want to keep you fucking happy?
Yeah, I'm not much on
Fuck you.
on watching dudes get their asses eat either.
No, and I like, me and a buddy were talking about this the other day. Like, I like the dude being in the porno, but I don't want to see his face. I don't want to hear him make noise, and I can see his asshole, but I don't need to see
what I hate,
interaction with
dude?
it.
You know what I hate, man? You turn on a gay porn, dude, and you got
Okay.
these two
Obvious homos.
dude, these two vascular, beautiful fucking dudes, right?
Yeah. Hotter than the dudes in straight porn usually.
And then they start dogging each other out, and my boner's just gone.
I know, dude. You're like,
I wish, dude.
I thought I could jerk off.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I wish I could enjoy this with you guys.
45 minutes in. And
I'm like, I'm just sitting there like,
soft
damn,
as a
dude.
fucking noodle.
And then I'm like, man, I've wasted my whole day off there watching gay porn, dude.
I've been there a couple times. Well, it's like when you're out in an alley. And
But
like,
for real, I'm being 90% serious here. It does suck, like, that you can't enjoy, because, like, I've seen some very...
Well, dude, it would open up so much more variety. Because
Yeah.
I feel like I've gone through
if I was, like,
everything in the
full-fledged...
straight variety,
Yeah.
everything in the transgender
If I could
variety.
really fucking just crack...
If I could just watch dudes on dudes,
It's
whole new
almost
world
like
of
if
porn.
only being gay was a choice, bro.
Yeah. I would choose to go to that tab on Pornhub finally.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
whole new world.
It's a choice, and it's a choice that God didn't make for me. And it's weird because I've battled with it, like when I was younger, like what I liked and what I was into, and like as an adult, I'm like,
It's crazy because I realize now more
I
than
just
ever,
like fucking women, dude.
I've questioned it. I've been like, well, this is weird because I find this dude attractive, or I
Right,
find this
yeah.
aspect. But then I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just because I'm allowing society to influence what I think of my own sexuality.
Yeah, dude.
I just am into fucking whatever I'm in. Like, who?
Yeah.
Honestly, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
But it's like my main shit is definitely femininity.
Yeah.
Like, you know, whether it's a fucking woman or a trans woman, or like the dudes that I have found attractive are usually like
There's a
feminine
lot of
looking dudes.
yeah. There's a lot of toxic, insecure guys that like you say that.
But I
kinda
still
shit
feel like I'm
to,
just a straight guy.
and they
though.
look at you like, oh, bro, you're fucking gay,
Yeah.
dude. And I'm like, no. First of all, it doesn't bother me because if I see a dude and he's fucking handsome and I acknowledge he's handsome, that's me telling you, hey, that's a handsome guy.
Yeah, it's
I
just
can't-
like a
I can't-
skill to be able to assess.
I can't get it up. I can't
Exactly.
have sex with him. I'm not gay.
Ain't nothing gay unless you're gay with dudes.
Yeah,
unless you're
dude.
like able to be sexually.
And if you were, good for you, especially for the bisexual community, because they're getting the best of
but
both.
that's why you
dude.
question it growing
And that's
up.
the
is
ones
you're
that's
like,
the ones I'm jealous
well,
of.
everybody's telling me I'm gay because all this shit means you're gay, and it's like, well, no,
No, dude.
I'm fucking. I now more than ever feel like a
If
very
you can't do
masculine,
this to a
straight
dude, you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
what it boils down to. I'm also a firm believer, though, that if I could be attracted to a trans woman. I can.
I've
fucking-
been attracted
yeah.
to many trans.
You met that
women.
one I
It's-
met.
Like I
that,
said,
well, I
it's
didn't meet her,
femininity
but yeah,
for me.
I seen her at the concert.
Yeah, there's been
They-
a number of them.
I don't know what they were.
But
I didn't
definitely
introduce
feminine
myself,
looking, and I've
but-
seen a lot of like, you know,
I was like,
boyish looking but still feminine looking. They them.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm attracted to just that end of the fucking
Yeah.
spectrum. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But to me, now more than ever, I feel like I am masculine. I feel like I'm a man, and I feel like I'm a straight
Yeah.
man. And all that shit is just like, I guess you can be those things and
Yeah.
still be masculine
Yeah.
and straight. I don't really give a fuck what anybody's like definition.
It's a weird
words
science,
are,
like
you
to
know.
try to figure out that whole spectrum of sexuality. Like, I could see, like, I mean, imagine you in a room with Ryan Gosling. We both agree is a very attractive guy.
I feel like a certain dude like that could probably seduce me to a point.
Yeah. But that's not where I'm going. Calm down. Don't be gay.
I'm just,
no.
working through
So Ryan Gosling's in a room, right? Ryan Gosling's in a room, and everybody on the couch here will agree that Ryan Gosling's a very attractive man. He's a handsome guy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And he pulls down his pants, and he's got a fucking pussy, dude. Me.
Well, I've made that analogy
And
before.
me, an intellectual. I'm going in. I'm doing it.
Well, whether he has
Right?
a pussy or not, if he started like groping me
Yeah.
and saying sexual stuff
Yeah.
to me and the mood was right,
Yeah.
and he was like, fuck
Yeah.
my ass, I think I still might do it. But hear me out here. This is an analogy I make and to see the mental gymnastics that dudes who are committed to being straight and on the right gender and all that will make is like, okay, you walk into a room and there's fucking...
My family's going to hate this episode.
Oh, yeah. You walk into a room and there's... What's Barbie? Her name's...
Margot Robbie, yeah.
There's Margot Robbie and Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They
Yeah.
are both ready to fuck you 2 ways from next Sunday, okay? Margot Robbie is Margot Robbie. All right? Exactly as she is now. Vagina, titties, butthole, beautiful.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan is as he is now. Very old,
Yeah.
wrinkly old penis, Chinese straw hair, like a man pushing a cart.
Yeah.
Wrinkly hot dog skin.
Yeah.
Okay, you're told before you enter the room,
Wrinkly
you
hot
can only
dog
fuck
skin.
one of them.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan was actually born a woman,
Okay.
and now has transitioned fully through surgery.
Yeah.
And it's a secret, only you know about it. Margot Robbie actually born a man.
Yeah.
The amount of straight men I have had tell me, well, I'd bang Hulk Hogan. I don't care if he has a dick. He was born a woman. I'd bang Hulk Hogan.
Nah, dude, give me Margot Robbie,
Yeah,
dude.
what the
Yeah.
fuck? Even if Margot Robbie still had the dick.
Yeah, it's Margot Robbie.
That's
dude.
way straight. If
Yeah.
we're just talking about straight and gay,
Yeah, that's more
way
straight.
straighter.
That's more straight. 'Cause
That's way straighter than
the
banging
woman.
Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan?
Yeah, dude, that's no.
But the mental gymnastics, these dudes, I've heard, I'm not even joking when I say
Yeah.
dozens of dudes. Now, plenty have also said, probably an equal dozen have said,
Yeah.
no, yeah, I'd bang Margot Robbie. That makes way more sense. There's a
Yeah.
vagina there. That's also the deal breaker for a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people will be, well, I'd never bang a trans woman that had a penis. And it's like, okay. Honest, I'd either. It's like if I'm attracted to
Yeah,
somebody.
I mean, I'm not doing any of this with either one of these people.
Yeah,
But if
it's
I
like,
had to pick, yeah, I'm going with Margot Robbie.
Yeah, but that part doesn't even matter to me. Like
Right.
the whether they were born whatever. It's just like this one is the hot feminine one. That's
Yeah.
the one I'm
Yeah.
banging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just like
I'm
to
the
me.
same way.
It is really that simple.
Yeah.
When it comes to like, okay, so like if gender's real and male and female are concrete things,
Mm-hmm.
and what you're attracted to is part of those concrete things, and one person has now presented to your senses that they are one of those concrete things, then you should be biologically attracted to that. If
Yeah.
gender is as fucking hardcore as people say it is.
Yeah.
But no, they'll jump there, no, I'm not attracted. Blah, blah, blah. And the amount of people that are like conspiratorial about it now, like every celebrity is transgender.
Yeah.
They will put like the hottest women and dudes in this shit and be like, secretly born a man, secretly born a woman. And it's like,
Yeah, they really got to stop that shit. Yeah, and it's like I said, it's a weird thing to try to grasp the concept on because none of us, or at least speaking for us, like I'm on the same page as you with the.
yeah, the gender shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But
like,
I don't, like I said, I'm not.
It
I'm
really
at that
does
point
make
in my
sense.
life where I know, like, people ask me if somebody was to say, "Are you gay?" I would say, "Well, I've been around long enough to know I'm not gay."
yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, I'm at that age. I know what I like. I know what I'm into. I know I like women. Like, I know
Yeah.
I'm straight. But that's saying that after many years of thinking about this,
Yeah.
I know what I like. I know that I could not make the choice to be gay because it's not
Yeah.
a choice.
Yeah.
Like,
Just like I didn't make the choice. I mean, I've been like early sexually attracted to women since I was like 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I realized in my maturity that what I'm attracted to is like presented femininity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it goes back to the like fucking gay or straight fucking, you know, conversation earlier. It's like, I want to say this without making it offensive, but I think in like a future ideal world where people have just accepted that most of the like physical presentations of gender are social constructs.
Right.
And then a man can wear a dress and still be a man. Like, I think the ideal situation for like gender relations is that we don't tie physical appearance characteristics to gender anymore. Like, you could dress like a woman and just still be a man. You could wear a dress and makeup and still be a man. Those are literally things we invented. You know what I mean? Things like whatever, giving birth or having a naturally bigger body or whatever biological arguments you want to make. Fine. But let's stop saying to a dude that wants to wear a dress that you're either gay or transgender. He could still be a straight dude. We invented dresses.
Yeah.
Men invented dresses.
Yeah.
Men invented makeup for like stage plays that they didn't allow women to be in which they would kiss each other. You know what I mean? Like, this shit switches all the time anyway. There's been feminine dominant societies, masculine dominant societies. Dudes dressed like fucking weird gay witches in the 1800s. They wore powdered wigs and powdered their faces and wore dresses and shit.
Yeah.
And they were like the coolest motherfuckers around, dude. Everybody wanted to be a fancy fop.
Yeah.
Give it the showgram. They call it being transgender, okay? These kids, they're lobbing their dicks off left and right, taking all sorts of pills, turning themselves into sexy ladies. You're telling me that sexy little thing Metal brought home used to be a man? I can't be fucking happy around here. You gotta ruin everything.
You fucking cocksucker.
You fucking son of a bitch.
So good.
Well, this
dude.
place sucks, dude. That was a good.
This place continues to suck.
We'll see y'all next time.
Mwah.